I think when you've won a lot, and we've won a lot over a long period of time, we looked like a team that had won a lot and they hadn't. And I think that was a huge difference in the game today, because let's just talk basics. The amount of 1v1 duels and first and second situations they dominated today, I think is the thing I'm most disappointed with. And that when you have so many players that play poorly, I don't think anybody in our team played well today. And when you have so much to do, maybe the third goal killed the game off, but for me that wasn't the defining moment in the game. I think sometimes losing games like this serve as a reminder of all the work you have to do if you want to stay on top. And congratulations to Arsenal, they were by far and away the better team.
It sounds like you're saying that a lack of passion, hunger, desire from your side has cost you today.
Well, I don't listen. You've got to remember, this is our jobs, and every day we go out and do our jobs. And sometimes you score a goal early, you've beaten the team a week before, you've got you can get a little bit comfortable. And I don't think our team today looked anywhere near the side that I know. And like I said, sometimes when you've got a lot of trophies, and we have lots of them, I saw the fire in the players for Arsenal. And I didn't see that in us today. And I think that it made it really, really difficult to get back into the game. And yeah, the third goal killed that off. But no, I'm very disappointed with that complacency from us.
There was one of the key moments, that penalty, the decision to award that penalty for Arsenal when they went 2-1. It looked a bit soft. Is that something you felt?
Yeah, listen, I can focus on all those things. I don't want to. Because for me, it's what I was watching pitch side in my players, and when I'm seeing duel after duel being dominated by Arsenal, that disappoints me. And we pride ourselves on, regardless of anything, that we make it difficult for the opponent, and we didn't do that enough, let alone play our game. And I think at 3-1, then the games become stretched. It's always the advantage for the team that's in front. I think for them, Zinsberger took 3 timeouts during the game. That, for me, is a problem we have to solve across the league. That's not just today. I said to the fourth official, we have to... Surely in this game now, we've gone past the point where we have these tactical timeouts with goalkeepers. And I'm talking in my own case, not just for everyone else. They kill, they're things that I hope we get away from. But you can do that when you're 3-1 up. And I think in the second half for Arsenal, they could kill the game anywhere they did, whether it was McCabe going down 2 or 3 times. The game was very difficult and out of sight by half-time.
Any further questions on today? Yes, Anna.
Hey, Tom.
What do you mean when you were saying you look like a team who'd won a lot and they didn't look like a team who'd won a lot? Is that down to them maybe Arsenal wanting it more today?
Yeah, 100%. I thought they did. I thought they... when you go and watch the game back and watch how many times they were first to the ball, then second to the ball. Look how many headed 50-50s they won, those sort of things. And I think they've lost a lot to us over a lot of years. We have significantly more domestic trophies than they do in recent years. However, when everything's relatively even, and you see across the league it is, you're off even 5%, and have as many players play as poorly as we have today, then you can't expect to win.
Could it serve as maybe the kind of wake-up call?
Yeah.
And spur you on in the league now?
Better, because I know what I will expect from the group tomorrow when they come in. Listen, I have a disappointed dressing room. Why? Not just because we've lost, but because of that standards. That was nowhere near us today.
Thanks, Tom. Emma.
Hey, Emma. I just wanted to ask about the tactical kind of changes that you tried to make in the first half and again in the second half. Obviously, aside from all those things that you've just discussed there, was there a specific tactical element that you think just wasn't quite working?
Do you know what? When your team's not at it and you have to work that hard as a coach, you already know you're going to have a tough day. So it didn't matter what I did today, because it's about the basics in football. You could play a 2-1-9. It doesn't really matter at that point. If you're not able... At 3-1, I think it makes it really, really tough. And when you're gambling, I think in the first half you could see we were clearly struggling. And I think when we made the shift, that actually helped us for that period. But the third goal then changed the narrative. It then means, well, no matter what you do, come the second half, you're always chasing something. And as you try and commit more numbers forward, trying to do that structurally means that you're going to take plenty of risks. And I did that in the second half in the hope we could perhaps get a goal back in the game, which we didn't. I don't particularly want to be doing that, but I felt like I was reacting quite rightly. It's my job to the team underperforming today.
Was it just a case of Arsenal wanting it more than Chelsea, or was there some sort of... Had Arsenal learned from last week's game in particular? Because you basically put the same side out today. I mean, do you think they outthought you in terms of tactics today, or how to handle the players that you put out on the pitch today?
I asked my analysts what they did differently, and they didn't do anything differently other than Ford coming in and being a bit more narrow. There wasn't anything distinctly different, but, you know, like I said, their aggression was different. The intensity of what they did in and out of possession. Kim Little ran the show. Now, that's not about tactics, that's just about players, and I think more of their players played well today than us. And listen, it's a football match. That's what happens. It's their week.
Any further questions on today? One more from Charlotte, please.
On Arsenal's first goal, there seemed to be some confusion with your press when either Kankovic wasn't taking a player or Wrighton stuck with Volti. Why was that confusion there?
I don't know the instance, so I can't comment on that. I don't know.
And the decision to go to a back three, why is that?
As I explained, I felt we were struggling to get a press on in the right way. And like I said, I think it suited us to do that from there on in that point in the game.
And you said, your players just weren't at it. Can you put your finger on why that was?
No, I'm sure we'll analyse that in the morning. But like I said, I think when you come into these games, everything has to be top class. And today for us, it was not a Chelsea standard. And I think sometimes, like I said, sometimes you have to lose games like this to be reminded.